What's going on, Mop Crew? It's that time of the week where we don't talk about magic because we got too much wrestling shit to talk about.
There's too much going on in wrestling,
So you know what?
like Vince McMahon.
So you know what time it is.
Brother, let's get into this fucking wrestling mop.
I got the mop. All right, we're gonna start with what happened on
On NXT. Or are we going with Battleground? Let's go Battleground.
Battleground because it happened first.
Okay, Battleground first, then we go NXT.
We're not gonna do a full review. I was watching it.
I was watching it.
I text him, "Hey, are you watching?"
No.
No. Why? Or no, I jumped in his voice chat on his server on Discord. Are you watching? No. Why? What's going on? La Primera is on TV right now.
And I immediately stopped what I was doing and watched the fucking match. It was fucking awesome.
It was a great match.
But can we talk about
She retained.
She retained, obviously.
Honestly, the Obafemi match and the Miles Bourne match. That was a good fucking match.
Okay, we have two differing opinions.
I liked it.
I didn't think it was all that great. I thought it was that great.
For the level Miles Bourne's at, it was a good
Yeah.
match.
Yeah, it was good for where he's at. But in the grand scheme of Obafemi versus whomever, it's going to be one of his lower title defenses.
Agreed. The Sol Ruka match, I think match of the night.
Match of the night, easily. Easily, bro. Like I told you, it had the potential to be a banger, and that was a banger.
The Tony D match, Tony D lost to Stacks because he got kicked in the shit.
I was gonna say, what's our count right now? In
you are up by a singular point.
A singular fucking point.
Because I said Jordan Grace was winning. That the Stephanie Becker Jordan Grace match was our tiebreaker because he said Hank and Tank was gonna lose to the Culling.
Mm-hmm.
I got that right. They won. He said Stacks was gonna win. He got that. We both said turn one. We both got that.
We both got that. We said Oba. We both got that.
We both said Oba. Both got that. The tiebreaker. And we both were wrong about the match we're going to talk about.
That one had to be our tiebreaker because
we both said,
if there was any legitimate threat to take out Stephanie Becker's title run, it would have been Jordan Grace. But we'll get into that. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah.
Trick Williams. What the fuck was that?
Hey, we got a trick of Rooney.
Got a trick nonstop action because he's now the TNA World Champion.
Once that match was over, I grabbed my phone, sent him a text. What the fuck?
I might have been Nostradamus.
I think that was the Nostradamus for the Battleground.
Because that was.
But
I don't believe. But that wasn't I still got it wrong.
Yeah, we both said Joe Hendry because we thought that TNA people would go over NXT people when it came to
it. But we guess not. That's not a thing.
Hey, more power to Trick. He's a world champion in 2 companies now.
While being under contract for the Fed.
Yes. Okay.
Not many people can say they have the TNA championship while working for WWE.
Exactly. Now,
so that's history on its own.
Oh, and there's one thing I do want to go over about Saturday Night Main Event. The return of Codith the Rodith. He came back to save Jey Uso from a beatdown from John Cena. he John Cena was putting the hurting on Jay while after a ref bump, and next thing you know, Dad. However the fuck his music goes, and Cody comes in, starts beating the fuck out of Cena. After Cena beat the fuck out of Truth, which I want that R-Truth shirt if I win.
Valid, very valid.
It was clean. Then Logan Paul tried to punch him in the face. Cody dodged it. Hit him with the fucking no, he hit Cena with the crossroads. But he dodged it and fucking Jay hit the spear to retain. That was a good match. But oh yeah, Bronson Reed came back too. Can't forget that. But what happened on NXT? This bullshit right here.
Yes.
But let's go over the other title change.
Big title change.
Ethan Page beat what's his face?
Ricky Saints.
Thank you. Kept wanting to say Starks. He beat Ricky Saints for the North American Championship. I don't mind that one too much.
No, I don't mind it either.
But this one.
That one pissed me off.
Why give it to her?
Why the fuck is JC? Now, hear me out here. I will say this because I'm going to say this because this is the conversation that I had with my girlfriend about this. I said, why the fuck did we give the title to JC Jane?
Okay.
She goes, who the fuck is JC Jane? I go, my goddamn fucking point. Now, I get it. JC Jane's been here a while.
Yeah, she was part of Toxic Attraction.
Toxic Attraction. She's a good worker. But what the fuck are we doing?
Just like Liv Morgan, JC Jane is the sole survivor of Toxic Attraction. And because I don't think Sarah Logan is part of or on the. Hold on, let me look.
I think she's still on the roster. Don't quote me, but I think she's on the roster still.
I gotta shrink that a little bit because that was too big.
Isn't she under like Valhalla or some shit like that? Isn't that her name right now?
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, no, it's yeah. I'm gonna get on my high horse here while he's looking. I know Jordan Grace is getting called the fuck up.
Oh, yes.
I get it. That's why you're not gonna fucking have her lose.
I think her contract might be expired, dude.
Who?
Valhalla. Oh, I think she did get released due to contract expiration.
Anyways, the point I'm trying to make here is that you have legitimate people. You could easily legitimate women that are probably more deserving than JC Jane.
Send Beat that back.
And there are so many more you could do. You could have went Jada Parker. Zarya could have been it. They could have had the 1-2 right then and there. You could have given it to Lola Vice. It took me a second, but Lola Vice could have fucking gotten it.
I was about to say, not Thea Hale.
No, not Thea Hale. Honestly, she could be a good North American women's champion. But I'm just saying, there's so many more women that you could have easily picked over JC Jane. That is my big complaint.
Yes, 110%. They could have sent down somebody from the main roster just to be a transitional champion.
Yeah, because now you're promoting fucking. Yeah, you could have given Minchin a title reign.
I wouldn't have been mad if it was Natty.
Yeah.
Bring Nakia. Is she hurt?
She's working TNA right now.
Oh, okay.
But Nikita Lyons could have been women's champion. But like, you know what I mean? Like, you could have.
I know Roxanne just signed
I know
with Raw.
Roxanne's up on Raw, but you still could have had her go down and taken the title away. You know, yada yada yada. Tatum Paxley could have gotten it.
Make Tiffy.
Like, there's just.
They could have brought Tiffy down and been like, "Let's." Oh, there she is.
Yeah, Valhalla. Yeah, no, she's still there.
What
But
did
there's
you?
just so many. Zarya. I mean, like, there's just, like you said, there's just so many options. There's top women talent down there that you could have given it to, but no.
And if they needed to, send somebody from the main roster down to NXT for a couple of weeks.
Jade Cargill.
Let them lay the smackdown for. Have them. Oh yeah, okay. We'll use Jade. Have Jade go down. Because Jade's still pretty fucking green. Okay? Have Jade go down.
Just do what she did. Just do what you did with Dominic Mysterio when he won the North American title.
Exactly.
Have them work both, but honestly, if you would have chose Jade Cargill, she was definitely not working both, but she would have definitely got her more reps down in NXT. And that would have immediately legitimated or gave the legitimacy to her run down there immediately.
Hell, I know Bailey's hurt kayfabe right now. Yes, we break kayfabe. We don't care. Bailey's hurting kayfabe. Have Bailey go back down to NXT and do something.
There's just a lot.
Candice fucking LeRae. Even
I still think Jay Parker is my pick to have probably won it.
I agree.
But
Chelsea,
maybe that's what they're building towards.
Chelsea Green is currently still in the fight for the Women's U.S. Championship. So,
yeah, no, she just lost it, so she's still going to try to get it back. That's just my only gripe with this. I'm not mad that she lost the title because everyone knows I'm the Stephanie Vecker Simp of the Year. But the thing of it was just how she lost it, who she lost it to.
All right. We're going to go into something about Vincent Kennedy McMahon that I personally don't. I don't think Trig wants either. According to Jonathan Coachman, one of his stooges that is still alive, he wants to buy back the WWE from TKO.
Stay the fuck away, old man.
Stay the fuck away. Start digging your. I hate to say. No. He needs to be locked up. We'll get to that in a few minutes. He needs to start going and digging his own fucking grave.
I'm going to say this right now. Vincent Kennedy McMahon was definitely at the Diddy parties.
I agree.
He was definitely at the Diddy parties.
But yeah, he wants to buy back WWE from fucking TKO.
Good luck, bud. Good fucking luck. I don't think you have enough fucking money to even fathom.
It's a publicly traded company now.
You should have thought about that before your ass fucking decided to sell it. You were like, oh.
Let's see.
A little more roll down there. Let me scroll down a little more and see what they're going to say. Yeah.
I was given TKO I was given word that TKO is not interested in selling off hashtag WWE, and the source I spoke to with chuckled at the thought of Vince purchasing it back. It's very possible he may feel like he wants it back, but very unlikely at the point since WWE is not for sale.
Hell no, definitely fucking not. I like
Okay. There is.
this was just there's a difference between wanting it back and actually going to get it back.
Stay the hell away. Apparently,
Keep your ass at the Diddy parties, bro.
apparent,
You're fucked.
apparently, Paul and Stephanie are not on talking terms with him.
Of course you wouldn't be.
Excuse me.
Because like I said, the whole point of him coming back and going, "Oh, I'm here to sell my company," and then you fucking sell it, and you're like, "Oh fuck, I lost all my money." You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna fucking do about it, you old fuck? Now, granted, this is 4 beers, Drake talking here, and you're fucking seriously hearing it.
I don't care.
But yeah,
It's real.
stay the fuck away.
I agree. 110%. TKO, if they. Here's my stance on that. If TKO is to sell it back, it does sell it back, which they don't want to.
And hypothetically, say they sell it back.
I am done with WWE.
Yeah, this is turning. We're switching. We're going to full tribalism here. If they fucking sell,
Yeah, we will.
we're gonna go support that pissant company, AEW,
According to Triple
and we're
H.
gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it, and we're gonna fucking support it. We're gonna fucking buy all the goddamn t-shirts from the t-shirt company.
ProWrestlingTees.com.
And we're gonna fucking
Not a sponsor.
we're gonna support it.
Yeah.
We wish though. But yeah, no, we're gonna fucking it's gonna become the AEW and Magic podcast.
Yeah. Because
No more Fed talk.
yeah. The only reason we would talk about the Fed is if they released like big name stars like Randy Orton or something.
Randy.
And AEW hired Matt Riddle and Randy Orton after Randy Orton would have been released after his 90-day non-compete clause, and they brought RK Bro back.
That's never gonna happen.
That ain't ever gonna happen because Randy is a fucking Fed lifer.
And they're never gonna sell the fucking that
jackass.
That rapist. I don't think he was a rapist. He might have been a rapist. Was he a rapist?
According to Janelle Grant, which leads into.
I thought that was just. Anyways, we're getting on to the next. We're getting on our tangent. We're going to the next part.
which it really wasn't going off on a tangent. It was leading into it was a perfect segue into the next part. Johnny Ace.
Jesus Christ.
John Laurinaitis.
Johnny Ace
turns his back on Vincent Kennedy McMahon as lawsuit continues. For those who don't know what's going on, Vince McMahon is being sued.
In civil court, mind you, not criminal court. That has to be clarified. Huge fucking difference.
Okay, back in 2024, Janelle Grant, a former employee of WWE, filed a lawsuit against WWE and Laurinaitis for allegations of sex trafficking and sexual abuse. So yes, he was a rapist. That's how I take it. Okay? But yesterday, on May 28, 2025, it was announced that John Laurinaitis has agreed to oppose Vince McMahon in a high-profile sexual abuse lawsuit. And This part is for the not weak of heart, so if you want, skip ahead. WWE's former head of talent relations will now work with Janelle Grant's legal team against Vince McMahon after he was removed as a defendant.
I will say this. So the biggest part that I know that they're leaving out of this, I don't know if it's lower down on the article or not.
Nope,
I
that's
don't
it.
think so. I think it's they're removing him off with prejudice, meaning she can't sue him for anything else in the future.
I believe that's what that would mean.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's the part where we're
Yeah.
not talking about.
Yeah.
That's not in this article. But yeah, she can't sue him in the future for allegedly what he did in the past with them.
Yeah.
For the alleged acts that also happened, may have happened.
This isn't the first time Laurinaitis has appeared to switch sides after he intentionally opposed McMahon in February 2024. At the time, Laurinaitis claimed he also was a victim of McMahon, but 2 months later he threw his support behind his longtime friend, insisting Grant's claims were fake. So, personally, I wouldn't take anything uh, for I wouldn't chisel anything in granite that Johnny Ace says.
No. All we know is Johnny Ace is a snake. These men
He's wanting to.
are alleged pieces of shit. And this is probably this happens all the time where they go after the weaker person to try to get the bigger person.
Yep.
Obviously, Johnny Ace is a fucking snake. So the fact that this is now he's going against his former boss just means now that yes, he will be fucking going after his ass. And like I think the part it might be in here that says it without prejudice, meaning that he can't get cooperate. But anyways, the point of it is that they're now gonna go after uh McMahon and they're gonna
Solo.
see how it goes. Yep. This 2-on-1 match has now turned into a 2-on-1 against McMahon.
Yeah. Uh,
It just proves to me that these people in fucking power are just fucking weirdos, man. Like they're just fucking disgusting fucking humans.
yes. Well,
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
well, we've only been going for about 25 minutes. And I think we've actually gone over a good chunk of what we were going to talk about. Because they're not going to post anything like that on the WWE website.
Yeah, obviously this is all you have to go out of your way to look at this. But here's the thing. This is part 1. Part 2 will come out eventually later on down. I know this is a quick one. This is just a pure wrestling thing because there's just a lot going on. And we just figured we'd give you a quick mop update, quick little cleaning before we get to the big stuff.
Yeah. Once we.
Because there's too much going on to where we couldn't get our 2 cents into it.
Yeah. We'll get you. We'll come back in a couple weeks when there's been some more. Some more details dropped. But Liv came back on Monday.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome. The fact that did you see Finn Balor's facial expressions in the back?
Yes.
Dude, he's fucking hilarious. He had me rolling.
Oh. And then she wore the Mania outfit.
Oh yeah, she wore the Mania outfit. God damn. I don't know how they let her get away with that, but hey,
More power to her.
not my problem. More power to you.
And I called it again. Finn was only in that match to take the fucking
It's bad, man.
pin. We know who's utilized and who's underutilized. As of right now,
Yeah.
the card is looking like there's only 4 people qualified for each Money in the Bank. So who knows? Maybe Stephanie Becker will make her debut next week on Raw and in a triple threat match and qualify for the Money in the Bank.
Hell yeah.
But like I texted you the other day, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Well, you know where I'm going if our Nostradamus prediction for the day goes through.
Yes, she would be over here, I would think. As much as I would
But
like
if
to.
she's not near,
Out of
you
these,
gotta go Roxanne Perez.
I need to know who the 6th person is.
We need to see who the people are
Yeah.
because Money in the Bank will be interesting. We will have our fun at Money in the Bank.
Yes. We will not be live streaming that night because I have other obligations, but we will do a full recap on that.
Big recap.
But the men's Money in the Bank, who's gonna fly off the tallest ladder?
I just hope that Pentagon doesn't fucking break somebody's ankle.
Hopefully it's not. If he does, hopefully it's not supposed to be the winner. But I'm not wishing pain on nobody.
No, but we know what happened last time. Pentagon was in a fucking ladder match.
Whose ankle did he break? I forgot.
Dante Martin?
Oh,
It was one of the
yes.
Martins.
Wasn't it a tag match for the AEW Championship? Tag Champion?
Yep, it was for the AEW tag titles, and bam, ankle breaker.
And then this match. We got the King of Yeet and the Nightmare versus the Goat.